Welcome to our African Voice, the African Connect news channel, where truth meets tradition and real stories rise. We are a proud community of everyday people living right here on the continent, bringing you news, culture, and commentary that reflect Africa as we see it, live it, and love it. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. We do not promote violence, hate speech, or discrimination of any kind. Our goal is to inform, uplift, and share African news from an African perspective. Many African Americans have found a new home in Ghana, whether it's for cultural reconnection, business opportunities, or the dream of living in a land where they feel seen and valued. But lately, there's been a shift, one that's creating a ripple through the expat community, the strengthening of the Ghanaian Cedi against the US dollar. This may seem like just an exchange rate number, but for African Americans living in Ghana, or thinking of making the move, it has real consequences. Let's break it down. In the past, $1,000 could comfortably cover rent, groceries, transportation, and even savings. Now, with the Cedi appreciating, the same dollar buys slightly less. For example, rents once paid in dollars are increasingly being quoted in cedis, and prices are adjusting upwards. If you're renting a 2-bedroom apartment in Accra, it might now cost you 6,000 to 9,000 Ghanaian cedis monthly, depending on location. That's $600 to $900, instead of the $400 to $600 range some expats enjoyed just a year ago. Building your own home is still a smart move long-term, but construction costs are also rising. Imported materials are more expensive, and local suppliers are adjusting prices in response to inflation and the strengthening cedi. However, if you're building with local resources like bricks made from laterite or clay, and sourcing labor locally, you can still build affordably over time. It's about planning, pacing, and budgeting realistically. Transportation costs have increased slightly too. A ride across Accra that used to cost 30 Ghanaian cedis may now be 40 Ghanaian cedis or more due to rising food prices and adjusted exchange rates. Food prices, especially for imported goods, are also climbing. That box of American cereal or almond milk might now be double what you're used to in the US. But local produce like yam, plantain, and kenki remain affordable if you shop like a local. And now, let's hear from someone currently living in Ghana, a sister who's been on the ground navigating these changes.
You asked a very good question, how things have changed here. I've been here a little over 6 years, and definitely the dollar has changed drastically. But the difference is, as the dollar increased, the prices increased. And now that the dollar has decreased, the prices haven't. Not in everything. I think that there is hope, though, because the president is trying or working hard to make sure that it kind of balances out. Right now, transportation costs have gone down. Food prices have gone down in the market, but not at the grocery stores. And definitely not if you want to go out to eat. Those prices are still the same as when the dollar was at its height of 15, 16 cedis per dollar. But it's still manageable. Definitely way cheaper than America. You can still find an apartment or a house and rent it for $4,000 US a year. That hasn't changed. The only thing really that's changed is just when you're going out to buy things right now, because prices are still at their max, like the dollar was actually 16 when it's 10. So there's hope that things will balance out. We're just waiting for that. But at the end of the day, it's still better than being in America. You definitely can find a place to stay, you can eat, you can shop in the markets. All those things are still available. It's just, if you want to get fancy and go out and all those things, yeah, that's going to cost you right now. But I think in time things will come down, hopefully.
Should African Americans still consider moving to Ghana? Absolutely. But with wisdom. Ghana is evolving, and so should your expectations. The cost of living is still lower than many US cities. The sense of community, the opportunity to start a business, and the healing power of cultural reconnection can't be priced in dollars or cedis. However, now more than ever, you need a plan. Budget in cedis, not dollars. Build or partner with locals. Learn the language and customs. Start small and grow. This is still your time to return, to reconnect, and to rebuild, in Ghana, or anywhere on the continent where you feel called.
Thank you for watching the African Connect News channel. Subscribe to the channel for more uncensored African news, history, and truth. Like this video, and share it, because Africa's story must be told by us.